Welcome to the BS Roll. I'm your forever DM, Timothy Parr, and I, DM forever. And it's our 21st birthday!
Yay!
Hey!
That almost came back and hit you.
It did hit me in the back.
Don't worry, I'll cut out that awkward silence while we were waiting for the pop.
Perfect.
Perfect.
But keep that part in that you said you're going to cut it out.
Oh, yeah, sure, because that'll make sense.
Does anything ever make sense on this podcast?
That's true.
Yeah. So it's our 21st birthday. We can legally drink on the podcast, I guess.
The podcast can legally drink, so we're drinking for them.
Yeah. I have champagne. It's a funny story. I bought a new car. I know this has nothing to do with D&D. And the guy was like, yeah, I'll get you champagne. I'm like, okay.
You should
Really?
have,
Right.
He
You
got you
should've,
champagne?
Yeah.
you should have shattered it on the back of your car.
Did
Kristen
it.
did.
Yeah, and then say you need to fix the dent.
So this is warranty, right? Oh, man. It was weird. Wherever you are, Ian, the car salesman.
He's listening to the podcast right now.
Yeah.
You fucking
sure.
better.
He's
might
our
be-
second fan.
Ah, you beat me to it.
Aw, womp womp.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Clink, clink.
I can't reach Tim. Sorry.
I can't reach Tim. I'm sorry, Tim.
That's fine. That's not awful.
No, it's
Not
bad.
bad. I don't like wine, but I like that.
It's champagne. It's not wine.
It's kind of
I don't know,
bubbly.
it's a
Too
good
sweet
wine,
for
bitch.
too sweet for me.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So tonight's episode is going to be a little sad, depressing, somber.
Why?
We say after we just popped champagne.
We didn't think that through.
I did.
No. We thought it through.
Yay,
We just said-
congrats. Okay, time to get sad.
Time to get sad.
Time to get in your feelies, guys.
Tell jokes to leave the room.
Yep. Exactly. So just, if you've lost somebody or someone that you love, just know that this may be kind of a downer episode for you. Make sure you have friends and family to talk to. Reach out if you need help. All those things.
Agreed.
Agreed.
We love you and we're here for you.
Absolutely. Reach out onto one of our social medias.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys went through the Cavern of Moor, got pushed around by some dwarves, thought you were going to get pushed off a cliff. Ended up not. And you went down the cliff to find thousands of dwarves in kind of a replica city of Moor. You were pushed into a giant dome with all of the city's treasure. You sat there for a while, and then a giant monster, fleshy thing with tentacles and a giant eyeball came out, otherwise known as a beholder. It was slightly nerfed, just to keep that in, because you guys are lower level, and I wanted to throw a beholder at you because I'm an evil DM.
Yeah, you're kind of a
True.
dick.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yep.
Just a little.
And in that heroic fight, you lost one of your party members, M. Scott. You're in a replica city of Moor with chaos. Everyone's frightened, scared, crying, wailing. But you decided to find an inn and go to sleep. And so I ask you, did you guys go to sleep together as in a pile or, with Snee watching over you, or did you go to separate rooms?
Yes.
I feel like
I definitely went to a separate room. I am not getting in the cuddle pile. I don't care how sad we are.
I'm
I-
dead, so I'm wherever
I
you
feel
left
like
me.
Thump.
based on the chaos of the city, I'm probably sleeping somewhere near Snee.
Okay.
Sneeze just cradling him, Scott,
Okay.
in stasis mode.
Okay. Then the narrative will start. Snee, you see this happen in your stasis mode. Babylon disappears in a puff of raven feathers. A minute goes by. 2 minutes go by. Silence. Nothing. And then they reappear in a bed of raven feathers. Sound asleep. In those 2 minutes, Babylon, a good restful sleep. You find yourself in the inn, but your companions aren't there. Suddenly the room starts to fill with a red, thick liquid. The doors are locked. There's nowhere to go. The liquid is at your ankle, at your knee. It's rising. At your waist, your chest, your neck. You go underneath. You're drowning. You struggle. You gasp for air. You're drowning.
Babylon just thinks, well, fuck.
Then blackness. Blackness, darkness, a familiar darkness that you've seen before. Only you see M. Scott in the darkness, looking around, confused. Doesn't seem to notice you. And then you start to feel chills up your spine, slowly crawling all the way up to the back of your neck. You turn, and there's that familiar porcelain mask and the black stringy hair. My champion, Babylon. I urge you, you must find my temple, my amulet.
That's the plan. Once we get out of this weird city.
Have no fret, my champion. There's more to come. My role is to take the souls of the dead, the ones who are no longer tethered to this mortal realm, to rest. As my champion, you'll help bring me souls to the other side. We'll start with a familiar one. As you approach him, Scott, you notice that there's two other figures. Someone in a cloak that has this big, toothy grin, almost ear to ear. And the other is a woman. They bow to the Raven Queen and they look at you. All that speaks to you. Our powers are diminished. And this one's mind will become broken if he returns. His soul must rest now.
Nah, he's not. This must be a fucking mistake. There's no way he's gone.
I'm afraid so. And Scott, you see yourself in darkness. The voices, laughter, all silenced. The aches and pains and the headaches, vanquished. For the first time in a long time, you actually feel peace. There's almost an excitement of, what's next? What's the adventure going to be? And what the hell is this place? And then you see a familiar face. Babylon's there. Babylon, you hear in your ear from the Raven Queen. Go to him. It's time to say goodbye.
There has to be something I can do. He
Oh.
cannot be dead. There's no way.
His soul is no longer tethered to the mortal realm.
Okay, so what amulet do I have to find to bring him back?
I'm afraid you can't.
I can't accept that.
As my champion, this is our mission. You can say goodbye.
All right.
Babylon.
I'm so sorry.
Worry not. My work moves on to the afterlife.
I know you had some big plans, and hopefully we can carry on your legacy, but you will be dearly missed.
Legacy? Just make sure that dick stays on that duck.
I know. It will. But you want your name to be among legend.
You're right. You can bear that.
I think I can. For a dear friend, it's the least I can do. I mean, shit. You fucking died.
Well, it wasn't the first time.
I know, and it's part of the reason why I'm having a little bit of trouble here, because you did wake up, and from
I don't think you get a bunch of redos.
Well,
I've seen a lot of chaos, but admittedly, craziest thing I've seen is me not dying. Dying, then not dying. But
I know the feeling.
So you be careful, because looks like you've been given a gift.
I will.
And catch up with me when this whole mission's over.
As like a single tear falls from Babylon's face, just looks up at him, embraces, and says, "You will be dearly missed."
Farewell, my friend.
And then walks them towards the Raven Queen.
The Raven Queen takes her hand and Scott. And then you finally feel rest. For probably the first time ever.
Babylon, by the way, just breaks the fuck down.
Mm-hmm. You see M. Scott disappear, and the Raven Queen comes back to you, Babylon. My champion. Go back to your friends, and I'll guide you to my temple. We must speak again. Deep within my temple, fall into the pool, and I'll meet you there.
Babylon nods.
And then you rest soundly asleep for the rest of the night. Slightly a little bit more comfortable on your new bed of raven feathers. Snee. A memory.
Ooh, memories.
My dear, this is a prototype bound to us, programmed to serve us and to protect us in case anything happens, like I suspect. But honey, he's just sitting there, looking around with this blank expression. My dear, this is how this one sleeps as he sees everything. When he's recharging? Resting? Orion waves his hand in front of your face and slaps you. See? Nothing. He's sound asleep. And the woman speaks. It still makes me uncomfortable. Raudo is making more of them? Yeah, of course. There won't be needs for wars with man and flesh, but we'll make more of these and they will fight our wars. Aren't they sentient? Their program? Why, yes, of course, my dear. Raudo expressed that they must be programmed, otherwise who knows what will happen if they're off on their own. Another flash. The young boy is hurling stones at you. Thunk, clink, laughter, and then runs away. Another flash. Orion is talking to another man, elvish, tall, and lanky, and you're seemingly hidden. The tall, lanky man talks. My seer, I do not believe an alliance with the Ortera dynasty is in our best interests. The Dragonborn are unruly lot of people, and Ulrich, whom you have counsel with, might I add, are always trying to surpass our nature and order. That's a fair point, but I think for the future and the betterment of our societies, we must have this alliance and welcome all. Another flash. The boy again. What is your purpose, SN3E? Are you here to play with me? Is that your purpose? And you awaken, and you see yourself in the end with your sleeping companions. Defina. Sleep is hard for you to come by. You stir. You can't even ever get comfortable. Everything is annoying right now. Lazo is even hot, and you're stressed out and can't get in the right position. Ugh, what the fuck are you doing here with these people? You don't get paid enough for this bullshit. And
Damn, Tim, do you want to play Defina? Shit.
I wrote this specifically for you. I was trying to get in her mind.
Sorry.
What the fuck are you even doing here with these people? You don't even get paid enough for doing this. I wonder what the Silverhands are doing in the capital. I wonder what Mav is up to. Gosh, it's been weeks now. What the fuck am I even doing here? I'm supposed to be robbing houses or gathering intel about what the fuck is going on with the wizards and the paladins, not stuck down here in a fucking cave and almost fucking dying.
Nailed it.
Thanks. The whole night, you're just rolling with that in your brain.
I don't remember writing this, but it feels like I did.
I'm glad that I take that as a compliment. You all awake. Well, 3 of you do.
It's funny because I'm dead.
Babylon, as you awake, you feel a ping in your brain, almost like a pin drop or like a location in GPS. You know exactly where the Temple of the Raven Queen is. And you know that once things are settled, you have to get there. You all awake. There's wailing and crying in the streets, crying of all sorts of people as you guys are in the inn.
Question.
Mhm.
Did we sleep long enough to get rid of all exhaustion?
You slept a day.
Damn
so
it. So,
How
One-
much exhaustion
one-
did you have?
I had 2. So I'm
Well-
back to 1.
Yeah, 1 long rest.
Fuck. Okay. Well, Babylon definitely wakes up. Definitely still filled, like eyes filled with tears.
You notice that you're sleeping on a bed of raving feathers, by the way.
That makes sense with
As I see Babylon kind of waking up, where did you go last night?
Well, I thought I was dreaming. But according to the feathers that are I've decided to sleep on, I guess it was real. M is really dead.
What do you mean, really dead?
Well, I met Eldath and the Raven Queen, and I'm pretty sure Chateau was there too. Didn't say anything.
How could you be so sure it was Shatu?
I mean, he had a big shit-eating grin smile, and Eldath was next to M. So who else would it have been?
I guess that makes sense.
But I was told that if him were to come back again, his mind would have been destroyed.
You mean worse than the last time?
So I had the honor and privilege to tell him how much he'll be missed. And I gave him one final embrace before I was tasked with bringing him to the Raven Queen.
Well, I guess at least one of us got to see him on his way.
He did ask 2 things. One, that we smash his name into history.
Like literally smashing into history?
We'll figure that out. And 2, that the dick on the duck never come down.
I think we can do both of those.
Yeah, me too. But looks like we're going to need to find a place to properly bury our friend. And I don't think down here in this chaotic fucking cave is a place. Even though it'd be kind of apt with his brain, I guess.
You're not wrong.
But I think we need to get going. So you want to bring him with us and we'll give him a proper burial, or?
Well, I was kind of hoping that we would spend a few days here trying to figure out. I mean, technically we figured out what was going on with Moore, but now we have to figure out who to talk to get connections back with everybody else.
Yeah. Well, let's find a place to bury him.
Did you ever know how he wanted to be buried?
No.
Did he want to go out in a blaze of glory?
If I had to guess, you know what a Viking funeral is?
Roll a history check.
16. No, that wasn't mine. I had a 6.
I also rolled a 6. Well, I rolled a 16.
You
so-
rolled a 16? The Vikings seems made up, but you've heard of ancient traditions of them shooting arrows into the sky and lighting a body on fire on a boat.
Yeah, I'm familiar with a Viking funeral, but I didn't see any lakes in here.
Snee, if we can find a boat to send him out into sea on, and then knock a fire arrow to start the pyre on fire, and watch him just, go back into the winds and earth around us.
What kind of terrain are in this city?
It's mountains.
Any
Mountains.
lava pools?
Oh
There,
my god.
well, you did cross over, if you remember, the lava sea with the rope bridges.
It's true.
I mean,
Anything a little bit closer to the surface town?
No, it's all mountainous.
the lava pool
stone.
pulled like straight up to the top of the town. Remember? We got over it, and then we were just like in that first part of town, and then we got pushed a whole long way to get to the where we are now.
You walk
Oh,
through the
that's right.
rope bridges, and they had platforms, and then you got to like a cavern area with like a weird city thing, and you got pushed to a cliff that had a stairway down. You decided to walk down the cliff where you saw the 1-to-1 replica of more.
And we're still in the replica, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
So there is lava pools. It's not quite a sea, but a sea of lava.
well, maybe there's a way that we can lower him down and let the heat and fire just do the arrow part for us.
Sploosh.
I say this sounds a lot like Two Birds, One Stone to me. I mean,
I'm not saying yeet him off the fucking side. I'm saying lower him down.
I didn't say that either. I'm just saying, like, we got fire, and technically it's a lake. It's just a lake of fire.
Let's be real. This does feel like it would be the way M would want it.
I don't
Ideally,
think,
onto a fucking. That's not
think if
M's
we-
way.
I
Doing
think if we
traditional
asked
things.
him- I think if we asked him, he'd be into it.
It's
You're
all-
probably not wrong.
if only I could talk to his spirit.
Oh my god.
Well, I guess that's the play.
I don't know. Lava does sound good and easy, but maybe someone more familiar to him would be better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know M. Scott was well traveled, but
I mean, he did call Waterford home, at least for a little bit, right?
it would be nice to be able to send him on his way there. I don't know.
I mean, what?
I
How?
mean, we're kind of shitheads, and Mav gets mad at us, but he's still kind of
Yeah.
there for us. He might want to be there.
Well, the bigger question at that point is, how the fuck are we gonna get him out of here?
I mean, my magic's not great, but I have some things that we can use to maybe, preserve him a little bit till at least we get back to the surface.
Okay. I mean,
I can cast some frost magic, see if we can sustain his body. We get to the surface. There's plenty of snow.
yeah. Well, hopefully, if we make it that fucking far with him, why not just hopefully see if Shoddy's still there and can get us back quickly.
That would be ideal.
But it's been like 3 weeks, so something's telling me she's probably not there.
Probably not.
But we won't know until we try, right?
You are correct.
You want to spend at least another day or so down here trying to figure out what this is, right?
Well, I don't care about down here. I care about the Wizard's Tower and maybe trying to get people at least directed towards the surface again. But
Okay, well, use your magic on him, and we'll store him here for now until we get a move on.
we should probably find who's supposed to be in charge of this city.
All right, Dafina, you want to come with me, and we could see if we can figure that out while
And I'll just try and...
Sneed preserves.
Yeah, I think I'd rather be anywhere but here right now. Let's go do that.
All right.
Okay, as you walk outside, women, children, men, everything in between, old, young, wailing in the streets. Men are carrying their loved ones that seemingly have passed. Women carrying their loved ones everything in between. Babies crying, yelling, lots of confusion, lots of dead in the streets. You almost have to like step over the bodies.
God, this is a fucking horror show.
Yeah, it's pretty bleak down here.
Can I make like a perception check to see if there's, I don't know, like...
Make a perception check.
All right, let's do that and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I see that we're in a town because we both got 10.
Yeah.
You're in a town. There's lots of screaming, crying, yelling.
That was worse.
Eventually, you come across an elven man with a familiar amulet of Eldath. Heavy bags under their eyes, over seemingly a child's body. I tried all night. I can't. I have nothing left.
Excuse me. Do you know who's in charge
No.
of the town?
I don't. I just woke up to this. I've been trying.
Okay, take a few breaths. What's your name?
Roger.
Like Renfrey's brother, Roger?
No. Who?
Okay, never mind. Damn.
More than one person can be named Roger, Babylon. It's fine.
You guys were under a spell.
I don't know. I just woke up and
Listen.
He's crying. He's
Yeah.
incoherent at this time.
We need to get you back to the surface.
I can't leave.
Why not?
I have to stay here. My magic.
What about your magic?
I can help. And he's just bawling at this point.
Who is this that you're holding?
No response. Just tears.
All right, well, I guess move on to...
Yeah, we're gonna have to find somebody who's a little more coherent.
Yeah.
Okay. As you move on, you run across this giant person. He's 8 foot tall, or they're 8 foot tall. Roll a perception check.
Natty 1.
I got a 14.
With a 14, huge person. Huge. Towering over everybody. You notice kind of a familiar amulet. It seems to be a Pelor. And they are looking awfully confused and not knowing where they are, or who they are, or what the hell is going on. They seem to be in plain clothing, but the amulet is sticking out to you. And Curtis, if you'd like to describe your character, please.
I was not prepared for that.
Naked.
Good one.
Sylvester Hadunkachug.
You always have to be on your toes.
Well, apparently, I just wasn't ready to describe my character. I wrote it all out, but I wanted to make sure I get it right.
Little did he know I cut off his toes.
Son of a bitch.
Really, you only need to cut off the big toe, and then you can't really walk.
It's true.
Throws off their whole balance.
So you find a male 7'11" giant with yellow eyes, bald, with pale blue skin.
Roll a perception check for me.
Me?
Yep, you.
Okay.
Remember how to play D&D?
I don't know who he's talking to.
I know.
Curtis died,
He was talking to Snee.
and he's got to start all over.
Yep. You get thrown in the lava pit. Roll a new character.
Oh, man.
That was fast.
It's an
Well-
18.
18. You see before you a blue dragonborn wearing black robes of the Onyx Order of Incognito. A woman who's strapped like fucking hell. She has a crossbow, 2 short swords around her waist, a long sword on her back, and a shield, and they're kind of approaching you.
Dragonborn.
That would be you, Babylon.
Ah, shit. Hey,
Where am I?
I was about to ask you if you knew who's in charge of this town.
The last thing I know that I was headed into Moor.
Okay, that helps. Do you have a name?
Yes. My name is Kulabesh. Kulabesh Warbalstein.
Can I call you Cal? Because I'm not going to remember that.
Well, my name's Cull.
Call. All right, call. Cal. Bim. My name is Babylon.
Waraberstein.
That's what I said.
We'll work on that later.
This person next to me here is Defina.
Hi.
With no L.
Hi, little one with no L.
Little one. That's okay.
You're fucking massive.
I'm trying to say, I'm sure everyone's little to you, buddy.
You are the smallest.
We are surrounded by dwarves. I don't know if you've noticed, but
They have to be like-
quite
They're all
short.
little ones.
They have to be like ants to him. He's fucking huge.
Yeah, he probably. doesn't
Anyway, we're
register
getting off
them.
track here. You were basically possessed by a beholder.
A what now?
It doesn't matter. We killed it, and it broke the spell.
Well,
So,
that still doesn't explain where I am.
okay, you're in a 1-for-1 replica of the city of Moore inside of a cave. So we need to get these people, including you, back to the surface.
Do you want me to carry them?
Can you carry thousands of dwarves at once?
I could probably carry a lot of them.
I mean, probably,
Yeah,
right?
A good handful would be nice, probably.
What we're trying to do is find out who is supposed to be in charge of this town and get them to fucking get a move on.
Okay.
You're pretty tall. Can you get like a good vantage point? See if anybody's seems leaderish.
I mean, she's got a point. You are a fucking, I don't know, antenna.
Well, let me look around real quick.
Roll a perception check.
Let me roll that real
I
quick.
feel like it needs to be
Say,
with
let me
advantage
roll.
because he's so tall.
Hmm.
That doesn't mean his his long distance eyesight is very good.
16.
16. Again, more thousands of wailing dwarves, all shapes and sizes, all matters of sex. A few odd elves, humans walking around just as confused as everybody else. In the far distance, you do hear barking of seeming orders, but that's about it. Someone directing kind of where to go.
I think if we go over this way, there's somebody who's trying to make some order out of this.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Come with us. Let's go.
Yeah. We got to eventually go back for Snee.
Yeah, we'll go back for Snee. Like, but Snee's fine.
Okay.
We gotta figure out who's in charge first.
It's
All
cool. I got a dead body. I'm trying to preserve.
Yes.
It's fine.
Snee's
Alright.
dealing with some shit. Snee's dealing with some heavy shit right now.
Okay. You move a little bit further down, closer to the cliff, and you start to see more sturdy dwarves, ones that could really hold a hammer or a battle hammer, battle scarred, and they're looking to try to like corral everybody. And you see this dwarf that seems to be more put together. It seems to be barking orders. Her skin is orange because of how much time she spent out in the sun, and she wears very tight fit clothing that's very revealing. Long brown hair, and her hazel eyes are just darting from one to the other, looking around and shouting, "You over there, go!" Whoa, whoa, whoa. She turns to you lot. You lot, are you able-bodied?
Are you in charge?
I'm Kansif, the captain of the guard.
Okay, do you know what the fuck just happened?
No idea, but can you help us?
Yeah, after I tell you what the fuck happened.
I would be all ears.
You were under a spell of a beholder.
A beholder?
Okay, doesn't matter. You were under a curse.
A curse.
We killed the monster that was cursing you, and now you all woke up yesterday.
Apparently we did.
You are in a cave
We know that.
and a one-on-one replica of Moore.
Yes, I see that. I'm not an idiot.
I'm not saying you are. I'm
Yeah,
just saying
Babylon, she's not an idiot.
I understand that. Fuck. I'm just saying you've been under a spell for a long time.
What do you think I'm trying to do with these people that are crying and the dead? Are you going to help or are you going to give me lip?
I mean, I'm going to do both.
We just want to know how we can help.
Well, if you're able-bodied, help to get the elderly up, the women, the children. We'll leave the dead. They can wait. They're dead. We need to get everyone,
That's a valid point.
I mean, fuck.
That's a great point.
right? Malnourished, the elderly, the weakest of us back to topside.
All right.
All right, you heard the lady. Let's go.
Wait, do you have a name?
She just said it.
I forgot it.
Babylon, she just said it.
Kansif.
Kansas.
You're not a bright one, are you, Dragonborn?
I dab and billow my cape.
raven feathers.
Can you spell Kansas for me?
Kansif.
I spelled it right.
Me too.
Nice.
Phonetic spelling at its best.
Yes. All right. Well, hey, Cole, Cal, Steven, what's your name?
You can just call me Cole.
Cole. That's what I said that right. Anyway. All right. I guess start grabbing fucking people that you can. We're gonna go get Snee and I guess grabbing people, and we'll start heading up.
Are they going to fight back if I try and hold them?
At this point, I don't think they know which way is up, so they might squirm a bit, but I don't see them fighting you.
Okay.
Or us, for that matter. But we'll meet you up those stairs at the top.
Okay.
Here, how about you? You go back to Snee. I'll go with Cull and be a little less intimidating, so that there's not just some really tall guy going around and just grabbing people.
I mean, that probably makes more sense.
Let's do that.
All right.
It's the giant abducting
Just,
little
just over
one.
here, like, the weakest of us. Let's
Come
grab
with me,
them.
little one.
Come here.
Come
Right.
hither.
Right on my shoulder. All right. I'll catch you guys at the top.
Alrighty.
Babylon splits.
Okay. Smash cut. You all are at the bottom of the cliff together now. Snee, you're holding, I guess, in a rug.
We
A
have him
little
wrapped up
carpet.
in the.
Oh, yeah, the leather skin.
It's been cleaned.
So, Koldash, you see a normal-looking human person.
Who?
Completely average human person.
My name is Kolabesh.
No, I'm saying this is what you see. Is a normal-looking human man holding leather something and maybe some boots sticking out of the end. Like, on their shoulder. But totally normal-looking man.
Who's the huge one you guys brought?
I think he goes by Cull. Cull, this is John
He doesn't,
Humanman.
but that's all that Babylon can
Hmm.
get out correctly.
You're John
Oh.
Humanman.
Pardon me.
I am Jack Humanman.
Oh, this is Jack Humanman.
Hello, Jack. What do you have there?
Unfortunately, not all of our companions made it through the fight.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, thank you. What brings you down here?
Down here? Honestly, I don't remember.
If I had to guess, I'd say a curse.
Yeah, I think he
Would
So he
probably
was-
be. Seems like that's the go-to thing around here.
I mean, we were down here and we weren't cursed,
he must have been in the city of Moore when it happened.
I guess.
The
What
last
was-
thing I remember was going to Moore.
You do you know how long ago, like date-wise, it was when you showed up at Moore?
History check?
I think I told you 6 months.
Checking messages. Checking
Yep.
messages.
You went to the Grand Mountains to pick up traces of your tribe, and only to find nothing. This led you to City of Moore 6 months ago. And once you start to notice that some of the dwarves were going into the cave and not returning, you go to investigate, and then
You got, son.
you got.
You got.
Propeller spin. I tell them
That.
that.
Star wipe. So that's the story, guys.
When I say the precise date, not
6 months ago.
ago. Because
What
So this wasn't like a instant everyone go under mind control, but a slow pace of them.
no, people just started disappearing. It was a stir at the time, and they offered me coin to figure out what was going on.
So are you like a mercenary?
I wouldn't say that. I was looking for handouts at the time.
you an adventurer?
You all notice the amulet of Pelor around his neck.
Hey, where'd you get that pendant?
Well, this, you might say I was a paladin.
Define was.
What he said.
I escaped.
So they were keeping you
Escape.
prisoner?
I don't know if prisoner is the right word.
Captive?
I went to join on my own accord, but I escaped before I had to take the ritual.
Huh.
Interesting.
There's a ritual? That sounds creepy.
N-
A lot of that going around this fucking continent.
It's true. All right, Cole. Well, I guess you're with us for a little bit here since we somehow find ourselves to be the most competent ones, which is scary, but that's okay.
And we just had a new position open up, so.
That's true.
God damn it.
Sneeze
Take a
gonna look
D6 inspiration for that.
at Sneeze gonna look at Defina too soon.
Babylon also agrees too soon, but has to acknowledge that that was a kind of a funny joke.
That was a funny joke.
Babylon goes to like half dab, but just can't
Yeah.
fully commit.
As one tear runs down their eye.
And Jafina doesn't give a fuck.
I just rolled a 17 on insight, so
What are you inciting?
whatever she meant by there's an opening.
What you can roll a persuasion or deception about what you meant about there's an opening.
Oh, I'm not deceiving anybody.
So it's a
Yeah,
persuasion.
somebody died. Happens a lot around here. Sometimes you come back, sometimes you don't.
All right,
so,
just letting the whole metaphorical cat out of the bag. Yes, the person on Jack's shoulders was our teammate who is dead.
Well,
Fuck. Damn it,
Jack
Defina.
told me that.
Yeah. So that's what I meant by
So you're just like, oh, okay, that happened like, I don't know, 8
Yesterday.
hours ago. And you're like, it's time for a new person.
Why should I go
Listen.
with you?
I don't know why. Talk to her.
Does anybody know why we're here? Anybody?
Yeah, we were supposed to figure out what was going on with the city of Moore.
And
Yeah,
we
but
did
why
figure
us?
out.
Why us of all people?
Well,
Can we ask that?
the Silver Hands, I don't know, kind of told us to come here.
And we are the now the Three Thorns.
Yeah. Now it doesn't have quite the
Talk about
same
too
ring.
soon.
Fuck.
Talk about too soon.
Babylon takes psychic damage for that one.
We're gonna have to get all those patches re-embroidered and everything. It's
Or
ridiculous.
if, will you at least work with us to get us back to the proper city of Moore?
Of course, you at least have your wits about you.
So-
I barely know why I'm here.
All right. Everyone, I don't know, grab a fucking handful of dwarves and
I don't think we have to physically carry them, Babylon,
start walking.
but we can direct them.
Hey, can you fit dwarves in your bag of holding?
Oh,
No.
God.
And if you can't, how many?
Roll an intelligence
So-
check.
I
no,
imagine you have it on the
So-
ground like one of those janitors things, just sweeping them in.
Yeah, and then the three of us are just like sheepdogs, like herding him into the bag of holding.
So for starters, the bag of holding only holds 500 pounds of stuff. 2, the mouth only opens up this big, and you can't open it more.
Oh.
So you can't just cram whatever you want in
Well, then
there.
it's going to
When
be like
Nick
a
said
cartoon
this
where you're
big.
jumping on top.
When Nick said this big,
It's like a 8-inch diameter.
Yeah.
It's like just enough to stick somebody's head in, but that's about it.
You could probably put babies in there.
We can move along. That fix that?
Too bad.
At least they're not crying anymore.
So up in more, all it's going to be is just a pile of babies crying, and no one else.
By the way, it's like a pocket dimension that has like no air.
That's also true.
Yeah, well,
Well,
I mean,
I'll just breathe
it was worth it.
breathe into it.
Sure,
not
all that
work
carbon
like that.
dioxide.
It's fine. They're dwarves.
Okay.
The racial trait is breathing carbon dioxide. Jesus Christ,
Okay,
guys.
anyway,
I
so
mean,
I'm gonna pile some dwarves, like some babies, little ones,
I'm
like
gonna-
on Laszlo's back
Oh
or
my
something, like
God.
kids. so,
Babylon's
like, they
going to
can
find a
go.
cart and then just start picking them up and putting them in.
Oh,
With a pitchfork?
Can Laszlo pull a cart?
Sure.
Cool.
Guys,
find a cart. Let's
Upstairs.
Yeah.
strap Laszlo. He's fine.
Guys,
Thunk.
we just have to direct them on how to get out. They probably don't know
Okay,
what
so
this cave
Yeah, but
even
she
is.
asked us. What
Then-
was her name? She was
Can
great.
Kansif.
Kansif. She asked us to
Way
get
hot.
like the weakest of us.
Yeah,
Oh, I know.
the
this.
elderly
Don't worry.
and the Mal.
It'd be like helping your grandma cross the street, guys. You don't have to
they're
carry them. You
stairs.
just
There's stairs.
you give them support
We
on the
can
way up.
help them. Either fucking way, dude. We're helping them, all right?
Somebody roll a d10 for me. Just one person. One single
Dang.
d10.
I'm on it.
If I had
Oh.
left my dice at home.
I saw you roll it, so
6.
6. So you spend the next 6 days preparing.
I got a 2.
Womp,
I should have
womp.
rolled.
The next
Womp
6
womp.
days preparing and helping elderly up the cliff, the children, the weak, the wounded, the malnourished, etc.
Question.
Yep.
In that 6 days, did I take another long rest?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Every night you're resting, getting along.
No
rest.
more exhaustion.
You notice that by the time night comes, after they're climbing up and down the cliff, trying to get people up, you'll take a rest. Everyone takes a rest, eat. The chaos kind of diminishes a little bit. People are more kind of getting, we're going to get out of this. Everyone's going to be safe. At the top of the cliff on day 6, there's a bunch of dwarves gathering now. You see some dwarves trying to make it to the other side of one of the platforms on the rope bridge. And
Don't like this.
they make it across very safely, but the rope bridge is very kind of shaky. But they seem to be getting across. So what do you do to help aid the dwarves to get across this really shitty rope bridge across a giant lava sea?
I could chuck him.
Nobody throws a
But I
dwarf.
don't think that I should be helping anybody across the bridge. I believe Cole should probably walk across the bridge after everybody else, because massive.
How heavy is Cole?
Oh,
If I have rope, can we reinforce the bridge?
Yes.
Sure, roll a dexterity check as you're reinforcing the first bridge.
I forgot to math out how heavy I would be if I was an 8 foot tall
I only rolled a 13.
giant.
Okay. It seems to be a little bit sturdier.
I'm fucking heavy.
I'll take it.
Maybe not as heavy as you, or maybe just as heavy as you. I have a weight of 564 is what I wrote down. I don't know how accurate that is for physics.
Well, it's a fantasy world, so who cares?
Yeah.
I love how now all three of you are like pretty big dudes.
And you're a
Or
tiny person.
dudes, and then
Hence, I
one
called you
non-binary-
little one.
one non-binary dragonborn, but also bigger people.
There
and
you go.
then here I am.
Hey,
Yep.
who you calling people? I'm a fucking robot.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up, Nick.
All right, so it looks like Defina has. I'm assuming she did this, and now she's on the other side.
She's working with the other dwarven engineers to sturdy the bridge. What else are you doing?
Remind me how long these bridges are, because I know there was multiple.
Like
Hundreds of feet.
But like each individual one's hundreds of feet.
Yep. About 200 feet. So what are you guys doing?
All
Each clever idea will lower the DC to get across these bridges. So think
about
of something and then you can roll and I'll tell you what to roll.
So I have an idea for survival on like tactics, because I believe with Kolobesh's background, he knows a few things about bridges, and that if there are multiple people walking across a bridge at the same time, it causes a frequency, could potentially cause a bridge to shatter.
Mm-hmm.
So Kolobesh knows that we need to send a limited number of people across the bridge at the same time. I'm going
Waves.
for survival.
Roll a survival check.
It's only a 13.
That's fine. You point out that, hey, some of the heavier dwarves should maybe not be all in a single line and kind of spread people out more evenly. Maybe the, littler ones with the heavier ones and the so forth and so on.
And Snee will use his magics to kind of help. As someone starts to slip, cast Featherfall, use his mage hand to kind of help people with balance and things like that. And just kind of, in general, if need be, give people a little bit more support across.
We're going to call that Arcana then. Roll an Arcana check to use your magics.
My magics.
Your magics.
16.
Anything you do, Babylon?
I was thinking one of two things. One, I have apparently a shit ton of stakes, so I can help reinforce like the posts of the bridges.
Why do you have stakes?
I don't know.
All right, fair.
They get hungry at night.
More like they're wooden stakes.
Babylon was a vampire hunter in a previous life.
Shh, don't tell nobody. Go ahead.
Okay.
Or two, kind of working in conjunction with Steve because of how dexterous and acrobatic I am.
Mm-hmm.
If I see someone, I walk across with them, I could potentially grab them before Snee has to feather fall their ass and mage hand them.
Choose one.
I feel like I should probably go with partnering with Snee.
Okay. Roll a acrobatics check with advantage. And you can re-roll Snee your Arcana check with advantage.
24.
Unnatural 20.
Nice.
Dirty 20. Okay. That will set the DC for everyone crossing at a 7.
15.
15. So everyone survives the crossing of the lava sea.
Where's another bottle of champagne?
Tell your car salesman to get us another bottle ASAP.
We crushed that bottle. So everyone clears. Everyone gets to the other side of the lava sea. Roll another D10 for me.
I got it. Five.
That's how many days it takes you to get all the way across with everybody.
I feel like it took us that amount of time when we were rolling shitty, so.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the standard. I think that's how long
I
it
actually
took us
think
to get
that's-
down here.
That was actually pretty good.
I mean,
Probably the difficulty of that.
I don't
good
know how
flow,
long it
yeah.
took us to get down here.
No, you don't.
Um,
But that's only getting you across the lava sea with majority of people. The elderly, the weak, the malnourished. That's how many days it took you. Kanzif speaks up. You lot. You see Mabel Body. Here's a scroll of messages. A single use, and you can only use it one time to send me a message and let me know when the coast is clear. Go ahead. I'm sure there's some dangerous shit ahead of us in this cave. Go ahead and let me know when the coast is clear.
All right.
Okay.
Will do.
Cool. And you the three of you make a very familiar walk into this cave. It's dimly lit. There's caverns on either side of you. It's the cave that you spent days walking, and you know you have probably another 6 days of walking through this cave. Defina, would you roll a perception check for me?
That's 26.
26. God damn it. That's a high roll.
I be perceiving.
I know. That's why I picked you. As you're walking, about 2 days go by. You hear faint echoes in a nearby tunnel to your left. Clanging, grunting, bone cracking, yelling, flesh being ripped apart probably. That's what you hear echoes of.
That sounds like a whole nightmare. We should probably avoid that.
What the fuck is that?
Could be
I
another
don't
band
know.
of those orcs that we ran into on
Listen,
the way down.
I also died on this fucking trip, so I will not be investigating it.
Okay, well,
I'll fight whatever comes out of there, but
Is this? Did you say this was one of the offshoots?
Yep.
listen,
A tunnel to your left.
we're gonna have to
it
clear
will
it.
it will fear me.
Oh.
And Cole just walks in.
Okay, well, I'm going with Cole, so
Okay.
see you guys.
You go down this tunnel. Do you guys follow? See, Babylon?
from a distance.
I'm gonna stealth.
Roll a stealth check. Who's in the lead? Between
Can you
Koldash?
stealth while carrying our popsicle of a friend?
Yeah, that would be disadvantage unless you drop them. Good
I'll
point.
leave
You're
him at the
welcome,
entrance.
Okay. Thud.
I did not drop
Just like
him.
lean him up against
Yeah.
a rock or something.
Well, see, I've been slowly doing Ray of Frost on his body, but then having him wrapped up inside the cold salamander skin, so it's just retaining all that cold inside. It's great.
Like
like
a
a
big
little-
lunchbox.
It's like a little lunchbox
Liter-
freezer pocket.
So Snee
An
goes.
M. Scott lunchbox.
Snee sets down M and goes, and then Babylon follows right behind and taps M and says, "Soon, buddy, soon." And then I walk in.
A tap for good luck.
Uh,
Everybody rub M. Scott's head for good luck before we go in.
Who's in the lead? Cold Ash or Defina?
It's
Are
gonna
you
be
walking-
Cold Ash.
Kolabesh is
Kolabesh.
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 Dang, you made me say it wrong too.
Kolabesh Warbelstein. Listen,
Warbelstein.
Tim is the reason that I pronounced Defina wrong. So
Yeah,
That's
it is.
true.
You're really bad at this.
going around
You're doing
table.
this to us, Tim.
You know, I used
Making
to
us
speak for a
pronounce
living.
things wrong.
That's
It's even better.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
I really did used
Well,
to speak for a living.
Technically, right now, you speak for the other half of your living. When you're not at work,
Am I
you're here on a
living?
I
podcast.
was saying,
Am I living?
You're the forever DM. You will
Oh.
stay alive forever.
Oh.
And ever and ever,
Unlike
amen.
M. Scott.
Maybe I'm a revenant. Maybe you guys should murder. No, never mind.
Oh my god.
Tim, what do you think I do every night?
Oh,
That's why I let you go to bed first.
oh.
Smother him
Metaphorically.
Cops show up in her house. Anyways, so you walk down this tunnel, and it's really kind of a deep tunnel. It goes for a while, and echoes start getting louder. If you have dark vision, which I think both of you do,
I don't.
I do believe that
I'm a human being.
yeah, you don't have anything. You're kind
So
of
far, Curtis's characters have been the only ones with dark vision.
Yup. Can I also say above table that I was also trying to preserve M. Scott, but I also removed his armor and put on his fancy dress clothes and emptied his pockets.
well. We need to handle that not above table.
Oh my
While,
god, yes.
while we are above table, I'm going to go back to what I said to Tim earlier for everybody here. The only reason I haven't deleted M. Scott is so that they can strip my corpse and throw me in the lava. LOL.
Very true.
What did you guys do?
We did better than you
Stripped my-
thought.
you thought about throwing me in the lava,
Didn't.
then stripped my corpse.
Yeah.
So we're half shitty.
Yeah, so
And also,
give
for
us
the
credit
record,
where we get it.
One
right?
is shitty. The other two are not.
We'll say for now you haven't stripped his body. We'll need to handle that after.
Rude.
Before. Right, above table.
I have dark vision up to 120 feet.
120 feet. So what you see is a small figure with two hammers and a fury of rage. Bloodshed. Blood is going everywhere. Beating the ever-living fuck out of some orcs. You hear a crack, a ripping sound, splatter of blood, yelling, screaming. And suddenly you hear a crack and the head of an orc bounces at your feet. And the figure stops and looks up at you. Valerie, if you'd like to describe your character.
So who you're seeing in this onslaught of carnage, oops, dropping things, is a short, obviously, 'cause she's a dwarf, red-haired, gap-toothed little creature that is just obliterating some orcs before you. She's got crazy curly hair that is almost as massive as she is, and it's just, she's the best. And I'm very excited to see her, to play her. So,
That's what you see.
anywho,
Little one.
little one?
Yes. Did you do this?
Can we circle back on that racism?
Do you... As I'm towering over this dwarf.
Who has blood dripping down them and orc flesh on the hammers and just gore everywhere.
How far behind are Snee and I?
You're catching up.
Okay.
They have stopped and are conversing with somebody.
Not size? What?
I'm just saying, dude, you can't just say that to a dwarf. It's like a really sensitive topic for us.
Well, I didn't realize. I do apologize.
It's okay, buddy. Just do better. Nice to meet you. I'm Ida.
I'm Kolabesh. Waterbelstein.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing formal names. Nice to meet you. I'm Ida Gotham.
God damn it.
It's a pleasure.
Oh
I put so much more fun work into this character.
my god! Fuck! Have we caught up
No,
yet?
I'm just yelling at him. Anywho.
You, Ida, you do see a very.
I'm stealthed.
Oh, you see a giant blue lumbering dragonborn.
Let's be careful about the word giant. I'm pretty sure I'm a giant around here now.
A big dragonborn.
Fuck is happening here?
Oh, just a little spring cleaning.
We have a
Who are you?
very
Nice to meet you. I'm
savage-
Ida Gotham.
Babylon.
Nice to meet you.
So you're all you just. What the fuck happened here?
You know, I woke up down in that weird little like replica city of Moore, and I don't know, just wasn't feeling it. So I decided to come out here, and these guys were here, and that's pretty much not cool. So
Well, when did you
figured
leave?
I'd do a little cleaning up before everybody else made their way out of the.
That's great. When did you leave the town?
Pretty much immediately. Wasn't feeling the vibes.
All right. Well, we were sent to clear out the way to get everyone out of the city of Moore. So
Oh well, I got some of that anyway.
I guess I don't. Do you want to help get out of this fucking cave, or are you good just being a crazy person in a bloodbath that you're clearly in?
That's chunks of orc flesh fall off her body.
Charming.
Well, I mean, I could always use somebody to talk to. These guys aren't much for conversation.
Are you gonna fucking kill us?
Should I?
No.
Okay, well then.
I would advise you to not try anything.
All right,
mean,
Sneak, come out.
They also advised
Jack,
me not to try anything.
come
You
out.
can see where they're at now.
Sneed, disguised as Jack Humanman, will walk out from the shadows.
This is my compatriot.
Hi, nice to meet
Hello.
you.
An average-looking, tall human male stands before you.
Sandy brown hair,
Nice to
kind
meet
of
you.
brownish eyes, a little
I'm-
bit of scruff.
I'm Ida Gotham.
Who'd you get?
What?
You said Ida got him, and I'm
Yeah, it's
wondering
my
who
name.
you got.
That's the name, Jack.
Oh,
That's my name, but
Ida.
you call me Ida.
Ida.
Ida. Okay,
Surname is Gotham.
gotcha.
No, Gotham.
God
This is
fucking
exactly
damn
how I
it.
hoped this would go.
Oh,
You understand it now, Jack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks,
Oh.
Babylon.
That other person's Defina.
DM takes 8 points of psychic damage.
That will be inflicted on every creature he brings forth for the rest of the game.
God, please say yes.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Cool. We're gonna head out of this fucking cave, so you're welcome to join us, but you have to promise not to kill anybody that's currently around you right the second.
Well, why would she kill any of us?
Do you see the fucking room we're in?
And the meat falling off of her.
Yeah, those were...
I'm sorry. What are your pronouns?
See her?
Okay. They, them.
Oh, cool.
She has turned this fucking part of the cave into a war zone of blood.
I mean, we've done that on multiple occasions.
Right, but we knew each other and we weren't going after her. We're just meeting
Oh,
her
so
for
it's
the
cool when
first
you
time.
guys do it,
Hold
but it's
on.
not cool when a strong, independent woman does it. I
That's-
see.
I don't believe that's what I said at all. So
Well, that's what I'm
I don't
hearing.
appreciate you putting words into my
Who
mouth.
Are you people?
Valid question.
Yeah, because now we're just sitting here talking about how many people we've slaughtered, and this guy's sitting here like, what the
Hey,
fuck?
Cole. On the way in to this cave, to kill the monster that had you under a spell, we had to take care of a lot of shit in this cave.
It's true.
Okay. You said it like it was a Tuesday.
It is a Tuesday.
It really is for us. I mean, this
The
cave
more-
isn't the only place we've just.
We have a knack for getting in rough situations.
Why?
Because we get sent on stupid fucking missions with stupid fucking people in
It's
those
true.
places that need to be dealt with, and none of them ever want to talk.
You
Except for the one
choose
guy
this.
that, would murder people and, kidnap children and sell them off into slavery and or murder them.
Yeah, 'cause that guy sounds like he's got terrible vibes.
We killed him.
Oh no, he did.
Oh, well, then.
Well, I can get behind that one.
He tried to recruit us, and I threw a dagger at him, so
Yeah, it doesn't seem like.
I punched him like a lot.
it's true.
Okay. This sounds better, but
Listen, I think we can hash all this out when we get out of this fucking cave. I hate this place.
Yeah, agreed. I think if we could just get the hell out of here, honestly.
Well, Defina, go ahead and lead the way.
I can't see in the dark.
Snee turns on a torch.
Turns on his
blinding.
You mean your gym?
Nope, he pulls out a torch.
Oh,
We're around people that don't know what Snee is.
Yep.
Yup.
out of Coldash, Kabash,
Kolabesh.
Colabash,
Culvers.
Bash.
Culver's frozen custard. Just this tiny little bag. Jack Human Man pulls out a torch and lights it.
Where did you pull that from?
My pocket. Let's go.
Roll a deception check.
Babylon's already started walking, so
Insight
Yeah,
for
Defina's on her way out. This is a lot.
He told you to roll the deception.
15.
15.
wow.
I guess
This
we'll
is
never
what we
really
like to
know
call
what
a
happened.
stalemate.
Stand up.
yeah. So just so you know, it sounds like Defina and Babylon are just trusting Laszlo's dark vision to get us back on path, while these two chuckle fucks have a staring contest.
I have a torch.
So you guys come out of that tunnel, and you can spend the day to go over the equipment that you have. You have a weird dick-looking key thing that you can investigate. Take the time to do now if you want to strip Scott naked.
I'm not going to make him naked. I'm going to take out his fancy clothes
Mm-hmm.
and put those on him and take the armor off and put it on me.
Okay. So you put on the blue armor that he was wearing.
Yes.
Okay. What happens is you put it on and it kind of goes into you, or your skin kind of goes over it, and now you're kind of a faint, shiny blue.
Except for those who don't know me in my disguise, it just looks like I put on armor.
Yep.
Hey, Defina, you still have that lizard stuff?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Well, I think our buddy Call over there might need something to protect him. Maybe we cut like a little hole in it and make it a poncho for him.
Well, actually, I've still got a couple things, and Snee's gonna turn around and start pulling things out of this bag of holding without Cole seeing it.
Roll a perception check. Roll
Yep.
a sleight of hand check.
Oh yeah.
16 perception.
25 sleight of hand.
He just pulls out.
So I pull out a nice shiny set of armor. Which what was the emblem on there?
It was a vigilant helm, which you know are the other paladins,
Mhm.
and it's heavy plate armor.
Cole, this should fit you.
Where did you just pull that from?
My
Where?
backpack.
You've just been carrying around all of this armor in a backpack?
Yeah. I use it for training.
You get a little bit of side eye.
Checks out to me.
Yeah, this is totally normal. I don't know why you're being weird about it.
You know, it helps really with the cardiovascular carrying around all this heavy stuff.
Push-ups and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate it. And then I start putting on the armor.
Anything else?
That's all I have. I'll look at Defina. Hey, if you're not going to use that long sword and shield, we could probably arm our new compatriot here with it in
Yeah,
case
no,
we
go ahead, have at it.
run into more stuff.
And I'm gonna hand him the what was it, like a +2 shield and
It should be in your inventory. I think it was a
Yeah.
+1 longsword, and
Or did you drop it in there?
it would be in Defina's inventory.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have to, like...
You would have to put it in
yeah, just
yourself.
add it in there. It's a +2 longsword and a +1 shield.
And a +1 plate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And an awesome high five from Babylon.
You receive an awkward high five from Babylon.
Hand
Hand
five.
five.
Hand five. Anything else you guys do? While you're taking this moment?
No, Babylon just wants to get the fuck out of this cave.
Fair.
Tired of the city of Moore. Tired of this cave.
And the darkness that surrounds you.
Wants to go see if Mav found anybody to work on the house.
You do have a key that looks like a dick.
Yeah, guys, I found this key in where the beholder was with all that treasure.
Hmm.
Looks kind of like a penis.
There is a button where the tip would be.
Have you pushed the button?
I pushed the button.
A hut appears.
What the fuck?
That's
What
peculiar.
is there a door on this hut?
It's just like a leather hut with a flap.
I open the flap.
You go inside, and it's just almost like TARDIS, and you see
Wow,
rows,
this is way bigger on the inside.
rows and rows of just junk.
I literally thought you said Rose,
Rows.
as in one of the doctor's companions.
Yes. Rows and rows of just junk.
I start looking through the junk.
Roll an investigation check.
Jack, what's happening in there?
Well, come in here and help me sort through all this stuff.
Fuck you talking about?
Just
Babylon.
come in. Dude, it's way bigger on the inside.
That's what she said. Babylon enters.
It's rows and rows of just junk.
Holy shit.
Right?
Roll an investigation check.
Ida and Defina are gonna come in. Defina's just trying to get warm. Ida's coming in here to scrounge amongst the items.
Roll an investigation check.
14 for Babylon.
Babylon, you find a pair of eyeglasses, but badly scratched.
Oh, look how nerdy I look. It's smart and sophisticated.
You look so smart and sophisticated.
Babylon dabs and billows their coke. Their cloak.
Ida rolled a 5.
You find an old but clean pair of socks.
You
Nice.
see tables.
See? Or Jack Humanman.
Jack Humanman rolled a 23.
A 23. You find a scroll.
I open said scroll and try and read it.
To unlock the key and answer for me, one night 4 men sat down to play. They played all night through the break of day. They played for gold, but not for fun, with separate scores for everyone. When it came time to square accounts, all men had made quite fair amounts. Can the paradox explain? If no man lost, how could all gain?
This appears to be a riddle.
11. And Babylon just looks around.
That's not an answer, Babylon.
You didn't fucking know that. A riddle to what?
I don't know.
Family?
Jesus?
Who's Jesus?
I said cheeses. As in
Cheeses?
multiple
Oh,
cheeses.
cheese? Like the edible...
Let's go with a yes. Maybe put that in your backpack.
DM takes 9 points of necrotic damage.
What happens when the DM dies?
Well,
Podcast over.
campaign over.
The house just collapses on us.
I can read it again if you would like me to,
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
without a stupid voice. It says, to unlock the key and answer for me, one night 4 men sat down to play. They all played all night through the break of day. They played for gold and not for fun, with separate scores for everyone. When it came time to square accounts, all men had made fair amounts. Can you, the paradox, explain? If no man lost, how could all gain?
One night, 4 men, they gambled.
Maybe the coins were like those like chocolate coins.
Collective bargaining?
Unions for sure.
That sounds more like capitalism.
Oh, capitalism.
What's capitalism?
It's nothing you need to worry about.
7 points.
So 4 men gambled for gold and not fun. But when they went to square up, everyone made money.
To unlock the key and answer for me, one night 4 men sat down to play. They played all night through the break of day. They played for gold and not for fun, with separate scores for everyone. When it came time to square accounts, all men had made fair amounts. Can you, the paradox, explain? If no man lost, how can all gain?
Well, if 4 men played, but what if night is not like night time, but like a night? And they played against the night, and they won against the night.
They beat the house.
Makes sense to me.
Over table. Ryan's terrible at paradoxes, so
You get the same.
I feel like I need to see it written down.
Maybe the real coins were the friendships they made along the way.
I mean, that's about as right as any.
That's where I was, along the same lines I was thinking when I said family.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So maybe, obviously, this may have something to do with a dick key in your hand.
Well, that would also, I mean, maybe make sense. I don't know.
There's got to be a check I can roll for this.
I know.
I
I was
believe it's
thinking
called
the
intelligence.
same. Yeah, can I roll an intelligence check?
You have to get the key phrase right. That's the paradox is a riddle. There's no roll.
The key phrase?
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like a dick.
Mm-hmm.
One pump chump.
I am the key master. Are you the gatekeeper?
I posted it on the group chat if you would like to read it.
Okay, well, night is spelled night, not K-N-I-G-H-T, so.
Yeah.
Because technically you would be reading it from this parchment. And please don't Google.
I wasn't.
Liar.
No,
I'm
Insight check.
I really wasn't.
yeah, I can see her screen.
I mean, you guys don't have to figure it out today, but it is a parchment and paper in this tiny little hut.
Tim, we're not going to be able to think about anything else but this. And if we don't do it right now, we're going to forget that it exists entirely, and then we'll never know.
It's almost like I'm a chaotic evil DM.
Yeah, shut up.
This is rude.
Somewhere Chateau is laughing.
It's very true.
Is there any sort of hint we can get from you as DM?
As DM, you're all wrong. Very wrong. You're thinking the wrong way.
Perfect. That definitely helps me
Mhm.
parse the words.
It's something that everyone in here loves.
Games.
Booze.
Money.
Insulin.
I mean,
Ryan, that's more of a necessity.
Yeah, but you can still love a necessity, ma'am. Something in here that we all love.
and you're gonna feel real dumb when you hear
Sounds about right.
Yeah, well, thanks, Tim.
it. Mhm.
What has pushed you to believe that we are a competent bunch?
Hey, I gave you a dick-looking key and a scroll with a paradox.
Something about a duck.
Oh my god, are they playing D&D?
Mario Kart. You were close.
Friendship.
We already said that.
The dick key sits there inert.
Sit down to play. Play for gold, not for fun. So I'm just thinking out loud here so we can get some ideas going.
Mhm.
Is it music?
Yes, it is.
What?
Scores? They sat down to play.
Yep.
Oh.
So does your character say that?
Yes.
Okay. In Snee's hand, this brass-looking dick key glows. On one side, in blue and Elven. Does anyone speak Elven?
I do.
So, Snee, you can see blue. To the Fae, cold hands away. That's what it says. On the other side, it's in red, and it's written in Infernal. Does anyone read Infernal? Babylon, to hell you go, fire you throw.
You said to the Fae, cold hands
Away.
away.
And on the other side, to hell you go, fire you throw.
Hey, what's that blue side say?
To the Fae, cold hands away.
Okay. And over here in Infernal, it says, to hell you go, fire you throw. So is this a weapon?
Snee's going to grab the side with the Elvish on it, and he's going to cast Ray of Frost on that side.
Okay. You feel a thump, and that's it.
The hell is a foom?
All right, can I see it for a
It's
second?
weird. I hand the dick key to Babylon.
You're still in the hut, by the way.
All right. Babylon's just going to grab it by the red side
Mm-hmm.
and then point it out of the tarp and then just, cast it.
Do you look out the tarp?
Yeah.
Woods, grass area, no sun, clouded sky in front of you.
Y'all, I need you. Babylon steps out and says, y'all need to come out here.
I go outside.
Yeah, we're also going to go outside.
Very heavy fauna, grasslands, weird colors, something that you've never seen before. No sun, but just clouded area.
Guys, we're
Have
not
I-
in
do-
Moore anymore.
Thank God. Fuck.
Well,
Can we still see the hut?
Yeah, that's there. Hanging out.
Well, this is a big problem for me because I was going back to Moore to get my dog.
you have a dog?
Yeah, I have a dog.
Is it in Kansas?
It is. His name's
No,
Toto.
can't-
It's in
Can't
Moore.
sif.
Oh, Kansas. Sorry.
Wait, the captain?
Perception check?
Roll a history check.
I'm bad at those. As I got a 15.
Does anyone else need to roll a history check?
Everyone
rolling just
can
'cause-
if you want to figure out where
Wow,
the fuck
that's a 9.
you are.
I rolled a whole whopping 10.
What'd you roll, Babylon?
15.
15?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You've heard of other planes of existence, and this appears to be something that you've heard of called the Feywild.
We got transported to the Feywild.
Shit.
So when we look around, there's
Heavy grass, trees.
so we're just out of the cave.
Okay, how about we go back in the hut real quick?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
glad we didn't try the fire side first.
That's a good point. We go back in the hut,
That's a very good point.
and I cast Ray of Frost on the cold side again.
Nothing happens.
Shit.
All right, are we back in the cave? Or back in the hut, I mean?
Yeah, we are in the hut.
All right, I'll flip it to holding the blue side, peek out, and then cast it.
Nothing happens. In fact, the blue and the red have disappeared.
Son of a bitch.
Do we have to solve another riddle?
I look at the scroll again.
We don't have M.
Brought him in the hut with us.
Oh, good. Okay, at least they're in the hut.
Snee's pretty much been carrying him wherever he goes.
Okay, good.
What was the question?
Do I still have the scroll?
Yep.
Does it read the same?
Yep.
I look in the hut for another scroll.
Roll an investigation check.
I'm gonna give you advantage by saying, "You got this."
You could just help rummage with me.
Oh yeah, that too. All right, investigation.
Investigation checks.
I don't find dick from fuck. I got a natural one.
The natural one, you find a crumpled shopping list for eggs, milk, laxative, and celery.
Hey, I think this was Chef Boyardee's shopping list.
22.
A 22, you find another scroll.
I open it.
To unlock the key and answer for me, a tall soldier of white stands watch at night. His smoke alight, his smile bright, his life measured by height. By the stroke of midnight, the darkness will bite and take away the swarming light.
It's the sun. Isn't it?
Death.
Lays inert.
I think it's a torch.
Inert.
Fire.
Is it the moon?
You might want to just,
Yeah, please send it to us.
again.
Can we read it
Can we,
ourselves?
can we all get a copy of that scroll real quick?
I need
Yep.
Ryan to
Okay.
pick up on key points on it.
Oh, to make it look like you knew what you...
Well,
On
you
it.
you literally said they sat down to play, and the score, something about the score.
Yeah.
And that's what clicked for me. I just need you to read it.
Need me to loosen it for you.
Yeah, I need you to loosen it for me so that
All
I
right.
can figure it out.
All right, Pruitt.
DM notes to himself more riddles to torture you guys.
Oh, Lord.
As I copy and paste and make sure I don't get the answer and the copy and paste.
No, go ahead. Just give it the answer. Why not?
That would ruin all the fun.
I hope when we solve, like, while we're solving these, our like two
The
listeners
doctor was a mother.
are just like screaming.
It's music, you idiots!
I like how literally I posted that and everyone looked at it at the same time.
I already had it
Yeah,
open.
it was already open. Smoke a light, smile bright. Is life measured by height?
White night, a light bright height, midnight bite.
Yin and yang.
Light.
Lays inert.
Is it a fire?
Lays inert.
Man, could have at least gotten a heads up. Like, this is going to be a riddle podcast. Don't come in tired and having a long week.
The moonlight?
Lays inert.
I already said the moon.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And the sun.
Jupiter.
Lays inert.
Tall soldier of white. I feel like it's not an actual soldier. Stands watch at night. A tower?
Lays inert.
A lighthouse.
Lays inert.
His smoke a light. His
Well,
smile bright.
What kind of light leaves at midnight? A clock?
A candle.
God damn it, Curtis.
The brass
Fuck
ring.
out.
The
Fuck
brass.
yeah.
The brass key glows in common. Stroke thee with thumb. To home we come.
Thumb right on it.
Stroking it.
And I quickly appear outside.
You're in a dark, dingy cave.
Guys, we're back.
Oh, thank God.
Are they both gone now? Like you said that the one that took us to the forest has lost its color?
What do you mean?
The key.
The key.
I mean, it's just a brass key. So
So-
it's just is now just a brass key.
The first one. The dick key.
Yeah, the dick key. That's the same key that you've been holding this whole time.
So I'll say music again while holding the key.
Thump.
I just said music, though. I didn't.
It took us to the forest again. I peek
Well, the
outside.
music. If you say music again, it will just bright up blue and red.
And then I'll say candle.
It lights up in common.
So I think the keywords activate the magic, and then what you do from there will transport you.
Okay. Cool.
So we now have a teleporting key hut.
Dope.
I push the button again.
While you're inside.
No, I step outside with everybody else.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's funny if you were all inside.
I mean, it'd be funny if I were inside and see what happens.
Is that what you do?
No, I'm going out.
I feel like we should roll or flip a coin because that feels like the most chaotic and fun.
Sneeze for sure stepping out before he pushes the button.
Whoever wants to stay in. I mean, nothing major will happen.
Fuck it. Babylon will stay in.
Okay, Babylon stays in, everyone else leaves?
Yeah.
All right.
Babylon, are you sure you don't want to come out?
I'm still trying to find shit. I rolled a natural 1, so I'm playing off that.
Okay, you find a...
Oh, no. Let me re-roll. I was going off my original natural 1.
Okay.
That one's a 19.
You find a tube of glue, but it's dry.
Hell yeah. I got a dry fucking tube of glue. There's shit in here for me to
Sneeze
find.
pushes the button.
Babylon drops from within 10 feet and lands on the ground.
Ah, fuck. Do I have my glue?
Yeah, well, the crap that you found.
Well, I got my glasses on and my dope-ass dry glue stick. Let's go.
You could maybe use that glue stick to make sure the glasses stay on your nose.
Babylon rubs.
A dried glue stick.
Licks it a little.
Ugh.
Starts rubbing it on the glasses.
Ugh.
Excellent.
Okay, you guys move on?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. You move on for a few more days. Somebody roll a d6 for me. And this dice will...
5.
5. Okay, stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk about it on the next session.
Yay.
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger. Lots of stuff happening. New characters.
Dead character.
Dead character.
Questions.
Question.
Mystery.
Dick.
Dicks.
So yeah, we'll pick up next session with you dealing with the fact that you rolled a 5.
Uh-oh.
Means we all die again.
Don't everybody look at me at once. Damn.
Everybody
That's it.
roll
You guys
more
have me.
characters.
I already have some.
Joke's on you. I have like 25 names, so.
Oh god.
He really does.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. It was a little somber. Hopefully we brought it up with comedic aspects. That's why I kept...
Riddles.
It's true. And I hopefully you leave the long silence of you guys figuring out the riddle. That was hilarious. If not, it was like 5 or 6 minutes of just silence as...
I won't leave it as 5 or 6 minutes.
Oh, wait. I got the perfect phrase to put in there. You can crop it as low as you want, as long as you have 5 hours later.
True.
You can find us on any podcast
Pod
flaps.
Yes.
No, we're just going to let that one sit, my boy.
Yep. I used to talk for a living. I got paid to speak in front of people. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
The BS role is Timothy Farr as our forever DM, Valerie Simone as Ida Gotham, Nick Urban as Snee, Curtis Reardon as Kalabesh Warbelstein, and me, Ryan Freeman, as Babylon Wonderhoof. You can find us on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcasts, and wherever podcasts can be found. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. It helps a lot. We don't advertise, so your ratings and reviews are the best way to help us grow. You can get in touch with us at thebsroll@gmail.com or on all social media platforms at thebsroll. Thanks for listening.
I knew you guys were going to fucking throw me in that lava pit.
He literally said that in the text thread that we have.
I don't want to throw you in.
No, but
what
like,
the hell else are
I
we supposed to
literally,
do
like,
with
today
you?
when Tim and I were talking, I was like, they're just going to chuck me in that fucking lava pit.
What do you want us to do since we're over table?
No,
There's
we're
no
over table.
lakes
You've made a
down
decision.
here. There's no
We've
lakes
gone too
down
far.
here.
What would you have wanted us to do?
Cast me out into the ocean in a true Viking funeral like you were almost there. But
Yeah,
you
but-
already said you're going to throw me in the lake of lava
But
fire.
by the time we get out, it's 2 weeks, and you're just gonna be
Yeah,
what?
you're gonna be all bloaty and gross, and I'm not carrying you around.
please leave this in.
This will be part of the end credits.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out how we can respect you and not have a bloated, gross fucking thing by the end of this
Listen,
cave.
that's not my fucking problem. I'm
do you
dead.
want to be
So-
full of maggots? Because
on, above
that's how you get
table.
full of maggots.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we've been above table for like 3 minutes now, my
this
boy.
this whole conversation's above table post credits.
Well, M. Scott's dead.
So,
it can't
I mean,
be-
like, I have magical abilities, such as, I don't know, like Ray of Frost that can freeze his body.
Over a lava pit?
No. To keep
Keep the
him-
body fresh and cold.
It's a cantrip. I can cast it continuously
If you want to do that, you can.
until we at least get outside where the snow is, and we can just
Okay,
a container packed full of snow
cool.
preserve
So,
him.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that embalming is probably a thing. Just throwing that out there.
Oh,
so we carry around a
fantasy and
stuffed,
embalming.
stuffed bear in Scott.
Taxidermied in Scott. This is our friend.
We're gonna match-
It's like a shitty weekend at
no,
Bernie's.
because we talked about pretty much stuffing him last episode too. So I'm glad we've come around.
I just
we
rolled
said we were
a
gonna-
sleight
we were
of
gonna
hand for my
stand him
taxidermy
up.
skills. Nat 20.
We literally said we were gonna have him stood up in the bar